But what was worse, what made it absolutely impossible for the Beatles to continue touring for any extended period of time, was the undeniable reality that in the midst of all this chaos, the audiences had forgotten the music. One of the most controversial situations John found himself in occurred when he offhandedly remarked to a journalist friend that, in his opinion anyway, the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. Quite predictably, all hell broke loose. Lennon later attempted to explain his side of the situation in a 1966 Beatles press conference.
I just never thought of repercussions. I never really thought of it. I wasn't even thinking, even though I knew she was interviewing me, that she was going to, that it meant anything.
What's your reaction to the repercussions?
Well, when I first heard it, I thought it can't be true. It's just one of those things like bad eggs in Adelaide and things. And then when I realised it was serious, I was worried stiff, because I knew sort of how it'd go on, and the things that would get said about it, and all those miserable-looking pictures of me looking like a cynic, and they'd go on and on and on, and it'd get out of hand, and I couldn't control it. I can't answer for it when it gets that big, because it's nothing to do with me then.
A disc jockey in Birmingham, Alabama, who really started most of the repercussions, has demanded an apology from you.
He can have it, I apologise to him if he's upset and he really means it. I'm sorry I said it, really, for the mess it's made. But I never meant it as a lousy or anti-religious thing or anything. And I can't say any more than that.
This was, all in all, quite a lot of madness for four provincial young men from the north of England to endure. And so it was that when the Beatles laid down their instruments after their last number at Candlestick Park in San Francisco in August of 1966, they said goodbye to public performing forever.